Yo! My name is Drxxpy, and today I'm going to be breaking down my song Assassin, so let's get into it. To start off, the entire song is based around this heavy, dark guitar that sounds like this. At the start of the song, I have that muffle to kind of make it a little ominous. And that is actually just a stock plugin, Flex, on the feedback guitar setting, with some destructor on the classic heavy preset. Without the destructor, it would sound like this. It's a little weird. And then when you throw it on, it brings it together. And then I've got some more distortion, it's fresh air, EQ, more EQ and a limiter. And that, fuck! And that brings us to the first build up of the song. So I bring up a higher octave guitar, the 808, the rim hit, and a shaker. And I also do a little filter sweep to unmuffle all of the sounds that you were previously hearing. So, and on this rim, and at the end, I do a little cutoff, go to lead right into the first drop. Yeah, and on this first drop, I bring in the drums, so the snare, kick, hi-hat, another snare, 808, and that sounds like this, just isolated. And that's still following that same pattern with the electric guitar. But then I bring in this lead guitar, and it's really not in time at all, but it sounded cool, so it also leads into the solo. And all together, it sounds like this. This part of the song is kind of like the guitar solo, so it's higher pitched, doing some bending, and I also make the drums go a little crazy. Then you throw in the guitar. Then I just isolate it again to get a second drop. Threw in a big cymbal there. And right before the final drop, I threw on some gross beat to make the audio shift down. You'll see what I mean. And then I have it on a sidechain setting to make the audio pump. And then I bring back in the drums, which brings us to the final drop, which I'll break down right now. So this final drop kind of revolves around this siren that I made, which was kind of inspired by my brother talking about a Pink Floyd song where there's this pure energy sound, and I think I made this sound thinking of that, which sounds like this. Just kind of like an alarming siren, and then everything else follows that. So the 808s and all the guitars follow that pattern, which sounds like this. It all just kind of merges together. And during this main drop, I've got this lead guitar that is making this weird face at me. But it sounds like this. And it just repeats basically throughout the entire drop. But with everything together, the drop just becomes this you know? And then with all the cymbals, hats, it sounds like this. I get money, I get money, I get money, I get money. Anywho, if you haven't already, go check out Assassin. It just passed 400,000 streams on Spotify. Go check out Assassin, link in description. And if you haven't already, go check out Assassin, link in description. And if you haven't already, go check out Assassin, link in description if you haven't already. Thank you. We gonna make it this moolah. We gonna make it this moolah. Yeah.